any team futures or awards you're on? Let's talk some futures here. Give us a player or two you're looking at. Maybe it's kind of come to this summer. Maybe you put it in already that you're looking at, whether teams or awards you're eyeing up.
Sure, there are three win totals I've already taken. Not going to be surprised to know that I love the Chicago Bears under 6.5. I still haven't figured out why that line is 6.5. I bet it last year and won it. I bet it the year before and won it, and the number is still too high. All due respect to Justin Fields, who might have a lot of talent that we're not going to see because his offensive line is absolutely garbage, and his weapons are just not there. I mean, you're going to throw the ball at Mooney so many times. So I think the Bears are going to struggle. I looked at their schedule. It's not the hardest schedule in the world, but I just don't see 7 wins on that schedule. I do see 6 winnable games. They'd have to go 6-0 in all of those, which they're not going to do. So I like the Bears under 6.5. It's moved a little bit, but I got it a few weeks ago. It's going to surprise some people. I do like the Kansas City Chiefs under 10.5. Their schedule is the hardest in football. They lost Tyreek Hill. I think they're going to be fine. They'll probably still win the division and compete in the AFC playoffs because you do have Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce. But that is a very tough schedule when you're facing the toughest division in football twice. You're facing the entire NFC West, which is probably the second best division in football. Then you got your other first place teams in the AFC, like the Bengals, the Bills, and the Titans. And that extra 17th game, oh, by the way, is Tom Brady and the Bucs. So that's a very tough schedule. So I see them going under. One little kind of long shot that I'm going to play this year is the Las Vegas Raiders. I think their win total at 9.5 is about right, but they're plus 6 to 650 to win the AFC West. And yes, I do not think they're going to win the AFC West, but I'm playing the same philosophy I played last year at this time when I saw the Arizona Cardinals at plus 650 and Seattle / the Rams at about even money, thinking that gap was way too big. If you look at the really, really challenging AFC West, the Chiefs are plus 130 and the Raiders are plus 650, and that gap is not $5. So whereas I don't necessarily think the Raiders will win the division, I do think the Chiefs have a very hard schedule, and that at plus 650, there's value there. And if they go on and do win the division, 33 to 1 on Derek Carr is not the worst play in the world, and I put a little sprinkle on that as well.